Good afternoon. It is Friday afternoon. It is April 27th. We got a weekend coming up, and that's good. I'm doing a video for everybody. My goal is to educate. It's not just to give ideas, but it's to educate you on the nuances of charts. I think it's really important. A lot of people gloss over it, and I like to really tear them apart. It's a background of mine. It's from teaching on a university level. I love teaching this stuff. So we're going to tear it apart. Here we go. This is QLD. We bought QLD this day. We got the gap up yesterday, and we got a bigger gap up today. But that's not what it's all about. It's talking about why did we buy it? Why? If we can understand the concepts of why, then you don't have to memorize it. You own the concept. I always tell people this. To know that 2 plus 2 equal 4 is wonderful. But to know why 2 plus 2 equal 4 means you understand the knowledge of it and can transfer that knowledge to other things like 3 plus 3 or 3 plus 4. And I know that sounds very simplistic, but our goal is the ability to transfer knowledge. Own it and transfer it. So here we go. We're looking at QLD. You always have to take a look at the nuances of the chart. This is the close. See that little hash mark there to the right? That's the close on this day. This is where it opened the next day. This is the day we bought it. It opened here, gapped up, fell, and started to come back. We bought some right in here. It fell a little bit, and we sold a little bit because it took out this low. And then it reversed and came back up, and it closed above the previous day. It closed up on the day, and it closed near where it opened. There was strength there. And again, the nuances, it closed here, it gapped up the next day. It demonstrated more strength than SSO. Also, right here, look, it came down to the 200-day, but it did not pierce the 200-day. So now we've studied QLD. Let's go through SSO. SSO, I want to show you one more thing. This day, QLD is above the 200-day. You see that? It's above the 200-day. That's the purple line. Now let's go look at SSO. SSO on this day is below the 200-day. It pierced below it. It was weaker. Note this. The volume here is heavy, and the volume here is heavy. So apples to apples, that's the same thing. But let's take it a step further. SSO pierced the 200-day. QLD did not. Didn't touch the 200-day. Just looking at those two, which one is stronger? QLD. 3 days ago, SSO gapped down and fell below the 200-day, and then reversed and closed up on the day. So put it together. It pierces the 200-day on this day. This day it pierces it by even more. That's SSO. QLD comes down towards the 200-day but doesn't pierce it. The next day comes down and touches the 200-day but doesn't pierce it. You see these 2 days? Close, touches. SSO, pierces, pierces. Just looking at those 2 days, which one was stronger? SSO, piercing, or QLD, staying above? QLD was. This closed right near here, QLD. SSO closed strong also. However, again, which one pierced the 200-day? I'm not trying to belabor the point, but it's studying the nuances of the chart. Given these constraints, these observations that this one was weaker, we bought QLD. We bought it in here and here. What happened? The next day, we got the gap up. A nice big gap up. Look at the opening range here. It was stronger before, and it gapped up here. Now look at this gap up on QLD. SSO was weaker. You see the open bar right there? It gapped up, but hardly anything at all. QLD gapped up substantially. QLD gapped up almost $1.50. SSO gapped up, look at this, it closed at 105.11 and it opened at 106.03. It gapped up less than $1. QLD closed at 74.40 and opened at 76.24. It gapped up $1.80 and it's lower priced than SSO. Gapped up. So again, you see the setup here? QLD exhibited strength that SSO didn't. That was the catalyst for buying QLD. We got the gap up yesterday, and then we got a big gap up this morning and sold some into it and sold the rest off near here. But again, which one had the bigger move? You can see it. This, even today, SSO barely took out yesterday's highs. QLD, big gap up. Look at where it opened. And you can say, well, that was because of Amazon. Doesn't matter what it's because. The chart was showing you that it was stronger. And we got paid for it. That is analyzing the volume bars and the price bars. Everything's relative. I hope that helps you. That's what I love to do. That's what we do at Mission Winners. It's not just give ideas. It's understanding, explaining, educating the concept. And then guess what? Then you own it. Then you own it. You don't have to memorize it. You own it, and you can run with it. That's what we do at missionwinners.com all day long. And I thank you.